Angry guy here, and black women are furious that black men are avoiding them. Help get this channel to 100,000 subscribers by clicking on the subscribe button if you already have it, liking the video, and turning on notifications so that you will never miss another video ever again. Now let's begin. So black women are furious that black men are avoiding them. Let's just go ahead and jump into the very first video.
You want to know the real reason why dating nowadays seems like pulling teeth? It seems like it's the most hardest, stressful thing in the world. The men are poor. Yeah, the men are broke. Okay, they don't have it. They don't have it. See, back in the day, because we live under the patriarchy, especially here in America, a man assumed the entire financial risk of dating. And it worked back in the day because men had disposable income. Now, capitalism is crushing all of us. The men don't have disposable income. So they can't even afford to spend, you know what I'm saying, $40, $50 at the movie with a woman unless they feel like they're 200% sure that it's going to work out. But the reality is you can never be 200% sure without dating that person. Like, they're trying to skip steps instead of just acknowledging the fact that they're broke. The average man is truly being priced out of dating. But the thing about men is that men very seldom want to do the work to improve their chances of finding a happy, healthy relationship that meets their standards, right? They don't want to get better jobs or maybe another job. Capitalism killing all of us. They don't want to reevaluate what's important to them in a woman. They don't want to get a personality. Read a fucking book. Read a book. Have something to talk about when you're talking to women. The men don't have anything to talk about. And they're in denial. Instead of just accepting all of these things and like doing the work to like better position themselves, the men would rather find excuses as to why it's the woman's fault that dating is so hard. We live in a patriarchy. When it comes to dating and romantic relationships, it's always going to be the man's fault because the men set the tone. I hope this was helpful. Just to reiterate, dating in 2023 is so hard because the men are broke.
Now, guys, as you can see, this is extreme narcissism. I've talked about it countless times that women absolutely despise men in Western society. They despise us. They don't like us. Saying things like this, guys, oh, the guys don't want us because they're broke. They don't want to spend $40 for a movie because they're broke. In reality, this is just shaming, and this is amazing. They think that this is somehow going to get men to date them again. Guys, they resent men, and what they're doing is they're just pushing men further away. They think that a man with money is going to watch this video and say, oh, yes, of course, you are absolutely right there. Oh, those poor broke boys. I don't, I'm so sorry, sweetie. Now I'm a real man and I'm going to take care of you and spend thousands of dollars in a single night and give you a soft girl life because you deserve it. The level of delusion is insane. And of course, she's here talking about how everyone's struggling financially, but somehow she fails to recognize that she's struggling financially. Everyone's struggling financially, but somehow the man is always responsible. And she goes, oh, the man is always responsible for everything. He's responsible for dating. He's responsible for the relationship because he's the man. He sets the tone. And we are living in a patriarchy. And it's because of capitalism why we're all suffering. This is intriguing, guys. Because of capitalism. So I'm wondering if she thinks under communism, would everyone be millionaires? Would everyone have everything? Like, does she truly believe that in a communist society, she would be able to buy everything she wanted? She'd be able to buy Louis Vuitton bags if she so desired. She'd be able to drive luxury cars if she so desired. All women would be able to live in luxury and extreme extreme wealth. It's kind of it's amazingly strange, but it illustrates that they don't comprehend these things. They do not comprehend any of these things at all, nor do they care. As I said, guys, this is HATE 100%. They absolutely HATE men. They do not like us. They only need us for our attention, our time, our money, our resources. As I've said before, if we all disappeared from the face of the earth and they were left with everything, it would not matter because they would continue to blame us, saying that society is failing not because of women, but because society was built by men, and so it was always going to fail. Women were always going to be handicapped, and the reason why is because from the very beginning of time, it should have been women who were the leaders, women who were in the forefront. Men should have been there to support women and stay in the background and allow women to lead and guide and women to design society. And if women had designed society, we would be living in a utopia right now. This is the absolute mindset. Guys, do you realize, and I'm telling you this right now, technological progression, I truly believe this, has slowed. Well, I already know this. We know that we experienced 1,000 years of darkness. The entire dark age was caused by the fall of the Roman Empire, and the fall of the Roman Empire was caused by women getting access to no fault divorces, running off and marrying gladiators, men being punished for not marrying, men then deciding to walk away, abandon the empire, stop working, stop protecting, stop doing anything whatsoever, just basically doing just enough to survive, and that's it, because men don't need a lot to survive. And eventually the empire collapsed when mercenaries realized the emperor had no clothes. They pillaged the empire. We fell into 1,000 years of darkness. Imagine living in caves and eating squirrel meat. This was the dark age. Don't let anyone fool you. It was a mixed bag of absolute misery. Sure, they built some chapels during that time, but math and science were heavily lost. In fact, not only were they lost, they were damn near outlawed. And if you started talking anything about that school stuff, you know, that science jazz, they would say that you were a witch, and we know what happened to witches. Guys, this is the result of feminism. This is the result of when women take control of society. And I guarantee you, 100% guarantee you, that they were screaming patriarchy back during the fall of Rome. Okay? This is how societies fall. And the reason why the passport kings are so important is because these men are walking away and they will establish their empires around the world. But have no doubt that we are facing a cultural dark age because of what's happening in Western society with modern day women. They are not focused on advancing society, they are focusing on regression, on living these extravagant lives, on living privileged lives, and basically tormenting men for simply existing. You watch the videos of men at the gym trying to work out. Once upon a time, the gym was a male space. It's where men went to relax, to just to be men. They worked out, they developed themselves, and then women invaded the space. And now look at what's happening to men. Men have nothing left. Men have nowhere to go. And that's why men are just basically isolating themselves away from society, staying home, playing video games, and hopefully developing their relationship with God. That's it. They only work just enough to survive, and they're thriving, but they're not focused on starting a family, having children, or being in relationships. And of course, these women, they see what's happening. They see that the men are walking away. They're furious that black men are avoiding them. Black women are furious that black men are avoiding them. That's why they're making these terrible videos directed at the Asian ladies who are clapping back hard. And guys, you haven't seen them clap back yet. You haven't truly seen them clap back yet, because it's going to be like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon when they really get started. There's this notion that Asian women are weak and submissive. This is a lie. Just because they are quiet does not make them weak. One of the things that the Migglypuffs used to say is that you should be very careful and cautious of Asian women. Just because they're quiet doesn't mean they are weak. Okay? They know exactly what's going on. They are quite strong. They are much stronger than a lot of these individuals in Western society who are struggling with, who have early heart disease and diabetes. I'm just being absolutely real about that. They go around insulting these Asian ladies, thinking these Asian ladies Oh, these women, they don't know what they're doing. Why would they even want these men? It's because they don't know, they don't understand these men. They don't speak English. They see these men going over to Japan and pulling Japanese women, and the Japanese women are thirsting for them and grateful to have them, and they are absolutely furious about it. 100% furious. They're like, "Oh, excuse me, you're over here and you're not worshiping me." I'm telling y'all, these are the women that spread the notion that men should only stay with women of their own ethnicity. Guys, these people are toxic, 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 toxic. One of the worst things one of the worst lies ever told to men is that men should stay in their own ethnicity, stay with people who look like them. That's an absolute joke. You go where you're appreciated, you go where you are celebrated. You do not stick with people who look like you just because they look like you. There's so much anger when it comes to African Americans that is directed at Caucasian people. But let's be realistic. There's a movie called something like The Woman King. Do you really know who the Woman King was? It's about a group of people, a tribe of women who used to capture, yes, you heard me, capture Africans, and they were the ones who would sell them. Yes, yes. The Woman King. They were doing, these are the people. Don't forget that white men never actually went into Africa. They didn't go into Africa and capture anyone. They bought them right on the shore. They paid cash. They paid cash. This is an absolute joke. The people who did this were the people there. They sold their own people. It's crazy. This thing it really needs to end. Men need to wake up and realize that nothing lasts forever. And if you don't realize this, it's going to be hard. It's going to be very, very hard on you because people keep on thinking that, oh, if I stick with people who look like me, I'm going to be safer. No, you're not. Look at the black community. These men, Tyrone, Pookie, Ray Ray, and Miguel, Enrique, Pancho, they tore those communities down. They tore them to shreds. They made them horrible places. So what has happened now? Black men are done. They're done. They're walking away from these communities. They're walking away from these relationships. And look at these women throwing shade. And they can't even provide. They cannot survive on their own. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all. It's too much. It really is too much. Guys, if you're enjoying these videos, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Help this channel get to 100,000 subscribers if you're enjoying the content and you want to see us grow. So if you're not subscribed already, hit that subscribe button to help us get to 100,000 subscribers. Like the video and turn on notifications to never miss another video ever again. What do you guys think regarding all of this? Black women are furious that black men are avoiding them. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I want to hear your thoughts. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA and walking away. And cheers.